Looks like there is a pause or something going on. A drop, I don't know. Militia coming out for Stark. Very late Drush. Trying to wall the whole map. Stark does like his walling. Kind of like the Max in that aspect, but I feel like his walls aren't as good. I think Max would go a little bit farther out. If you're going to wall that much, you might as well wall far enough away where an archer or a tower cannot hit your gold directly. Don't really like what I'm seeing here. Sorry about that. Don't have the chat bridge in. Now I can hear you guys read your guys' chat.
Yes.
2 on gold, so it will be man-at-arms from Tato. Nice thing about the man-at-arms is that you get those militia out pretty quick. So usually, even if you're against a Drush, you get your militia out around the same time it will attack you. So a lot of players go for the man-at-arms over the Drush, though. If you have a really good map, Drush can work. Drush FC, stuff like that. So it's not the worst, but it's usually not going to do a whole lot of damage. Works a lot better against a player that's going at scouts. Which might be why he wanted Drush, because Magyar is a very good scout rushing civ. He might have expected a scout rush. Obviously, it's not going to be a scout rush. That was a devastating fight there. 3 militias dead for Stark, none for Tato. Perfect game so far. 4-0 KDA. Moving forward with the Vils. It looks like a hole, but it must not be. I'm sure Tato clicked past. He's probably going to make a tower here so that he can hop, or here. Diagonals. Vils can walk past. Maybe he'll go straight for the gold right away. Might be Palisade scanning. Wants to attack that gold. No Drush FC. Yep, we are checking the scheduling. So, there's only one farm, which means Stark wasn't planning a Drush FC, which is good, because it wasn't going to work if he was. You're going to see a couple range coming down. What is going on? What? What? Stark. Is Stark even trying? What the fuck? Oh my god. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Sickening. And I thought this was going to be the closest game of the day, the closest set of the day. Shame on me. Dude, I did. Daniel knows me way too well. I actually, hands were off the mouse and I had both my hands on my head, shaking my head, just feeling sick to my stomach. Ugh. Oh man, see, never mind. I don't want to trash him too bad, but this is definitely not the best play. It's 1-0 so far for Tato. Won the last game with a good Drush fast castle with Saracen crossbows. You know what? This isn't a build, so I'm having a hard time kind of explaining what's going on because Stark isn't doing a build. He's just clicking all the buttons that he has on the keyboard. If you're going for a Drush FC, you make, 6 to 8 to 9 farms going up, so you can actually have enough food to click to castle. If you are going ranged, you're splitting your wood lines. He did do that, going to gold, and then you're putting two ranges down with probably a bit more farms, even 4 farms probably while upping, and he had 1 farm. He's going like 9 to stone. Stone doesn't make sense at all because you need archers or skirms to push across the map. Stone's not going to help you. He's just going to make a bunch of towers. A bit weird. Stark's playing tower defense. I think Stark is trying to do the build where you just frustrate your opponent until they quit because the game is so silly. So you make a bunch of stone walls and towers in your base, and you just try to make it be like a 5-hour game. Might work if he was playing against me, but Tato doesn't get frustrated. Tato's like, oh, towers, I love towers. We should both make towers. Let's make them together. Stark is playing a version of Arena that we have not seen yet. Tower Arena. A lot of scouts now coming out from Tato. Not expected. I didn't think he was going to go man-at-arm forward into scouts, but that is what we see. He wants to put aggression on. He thinks his opponent is going Drush FC. So, he thinks he has to do damage, but he really doesn't. Stark, though, keeping up the Vil count, so not too bad. More stone walls coming out. Tato completely off gold. Did Bloodlines get clicked? No. Oh, yeah, it's going down now. So, Bloodlines completely off gold. Tato didn't even get 100 gold. I think he should have got 100 just so he can go to castle if he wants without having to click anything else. Outpost here from Tato. He's thinking, if my opponent has this much stone to put up all these towers and these stone walls, there might be towers coming around the flanks of my base. Smart play there. Nothing is coming across the map, but Tato doesn't know that, right? Good job keeping these scouts active now, coming around. They want to check for sneaks. They want to try and break walls. Villagers will hit these walls. Archers coming out from Stark now. Got those farms down. What is this build? He actually has a better eco than Tato now. Tato investing so much into those scout cavalry. Not really the best choice there. If you're trying to get through walls, you can't really use the melee unit. So Tato not picking the best unit choice to get inside and letting Stark just do a whatever build and let it work. I don't get it. This game is making spring very sad. Tato, 3 Vils up now. Dude, massive turtle build. Are you turtly enough for the turtle club? Okay. Attacking anywhere he thinks that... Ooh, I like it. He's attacking any spot that has wood. So he wants to get that tower up a bit too close. Be careful. Be careful. Okay, that one chick walked away with 4 HP. Smart. Nice micro. Way to notice that. The scouts really want to get in here and start pounding on these archers, but they got to get through the wall first. Tato's resources, I think he just abused the market because he was behind Stark by about 400, but they're both going up around the same time. Tato is 1 minute late to the max on the resources so far. Not sure why he got the market as well. Didn't need it to up, but maybe he abused it. A lot of farms. Probably going to go 2 stable knights, maybe some skirms. Don't see a range. Going heavy on stone here, so maybe some knights into a castle drop. He wants to pound him. He wants to cut him with his little sword. More stone walls. This is basically just the make the opponent rage. Incredible. I should have mentally prepared for this before these games. Kind of expected something like this, but not to this degree. This is like next level weirdness from Stark. Pretty Stark-esque though. I know, right? This is definitely a fat slob move. Stark's been watching too much of that. Bloodlines now has +2 on the scouts. Got +1 armor, doing +2 armor, so he'll have fully upgraded knights right away. I like the tower on the gold mine. He knows Stark's coming forward with his crossbow. Doesn't want to lose any Vils. Siege Workshop coming out, so he's got, what is this, 1, 2 stable knights as expected with the Siege Workshop to defend. Wide open base, he didn't wall at all. For some reason, I think I don't know the whole story behind it, but Stark not wanting to play with the Brazil team, or the Brazil team not wanting to play with Stark, I don't know, but he is in the VNS team. I don't know that he's really played yet, though. TC going down. 1, 2, both going to be on 2 TC. Tato slightly in the lead here. I like this here. Fully upgraded knights will be able to clean these crossbow up, though. Good micro there from Stark. Picking these light cavalry off, no problem. Tato probably should have waited for at least 2 or 3 knights to be added in with those light cavalry. Going for the Scorpion. Okay. See this a lot lately. Mangonels are the way people micro so well with the crossbow. A lot of splits. It's kind of hard to get shots on with the Mangonel, so people have been starting to go Scorpions every now and then. They're still going to do good damage and in a bigger line. 1 Vil making that TC, so it will be 3 TCs for Tato and 1, 2 TCs. No, I lied. 3 TCs from Stark and a castle. Really a weird way to get to this position, but this is exactly where the Mayans do want to be. They want to be a 3 TC boom with the castle. So he did it a weird, grotesque way, kind of like a hunchback. Stark the hunchback is actually in a good position, and boom. Now has the score lead. What a weirdo. I think if I was watching a ladder game of this, of Stark vs. Tato, and I saw this build, I would have left the game and not continued watching after that Dark Age. After that, sorry, mid-feudal age where he's just running 9 Vils to stone back and forth. I would have been gone, but that would have been my loss, because somehow he's pulling it off. He's showing us that you don't have to play like everybody else. You can invent your own weird stuff and make it work. That's a nice thing about this game. Gonna get his gold back. I love this. This is very smart. Taking your plumes, putting them into a tower. Instead of using your Vils in there to get the arrows, using an archer unit to get the arrows. Well played there. Maximizing that damage of the tower. Tato, Scorpions ready. A few knights coming out. He's 3, 4 TC, spamming out the farms like crazy now. He knows he needs to have a big food eco. He'll probably need to go into skirms, really heavy into knights. But he's not going to be able to do any more damage to Stark. A second castle now. Stark is in a great spot. Just keeps getting better now. 2 castle defense. That's not going down in Castle Age. Tato won't be able to do any more damage to the villagers of Stark until Imp. And Magyars are not going to be the best in Imp against the Mayans, I don't believe. I think we'll see Plumes and Halberdier coming out. I will be curious to see if we'll get Magyar CA. I haven't tested Magyar CA against Plumes. Anybody in the chat know how that turns out? Let me know. Yep, Stark can just slow roll this, man. He can play as slow as he wants now. Slight Vil lead. Magyar CA could win. True. Plumes are cheap, and the biggest thing there is that it would be a full tech switch for Tato, right? He wasn't gearing into an archer build, so he'd have to completely switch over, upgrade all that blacksmith, fletching, bodkin, ballistics, thumb ring. So there'd be a lot of stuff, a lot of investment. It's not just it's not as streamlined. Stark, on the other hand, is only going to archer techs. Doesn't have to make too many farms, though he has a good amount. Stark on the way to Imp. Tato not even close. Not even close at all. Stark also a good Vil lead here. Wow, I think he's going to crush Tato this game in the weirdest way imaginable. Yep, Tato tried to get in. I don't really like it. I didn't like the scouts after a man-at-arm push. You've already got those the melee units and towers. Scouts don't really get you anything unless the opponent decided to go only skirms, which of course they're not going to do probably.
Yes.
Catching that off. Nice, nice. Okay. You can hold down shift and click on the unit and it'll change the view for you if you're speccing.
Yes.
More plumes. Honestly, I think Stark should just chill in his base and wait for the plume upgrades. Now he has all the eco he needs for it. Doesn't want to take any more losses from the knights. No reason to lose any more units before the upgrades. Once you get elite plume, you'll be able to pick these knights off no problem. But he can't know that he is ahead here in eco. Might feel behind. He did take a lot of damage early, feudal. So weird. Oh, wow. Caught him. Dude, caught red-handed, man. Not stealing my stone. Not today. Get off my stash, guy. See ya. Gonna lose his archers as well. Stark really not making good decisions. Wow. Well, way to throw your lead. Stark is doing everything possible to try and lose this game. Tato not letting him. Chemistry coming out. I don't see elite plume. Kind of surprising. I thought he had enough resources. So, we'll see Cavalier. I'd like to see skirms as well. Maybe he'll do Onager instead of skirm. Straight Cavalier I don't think will work because Stark will start adding barracks. There we go. Gonna have Haub, so he can't go only Cavalier. You do need a mixed composition to deal with these plumes and Haubs. For now, it will be fine. If he can get a catch on the plumes, even better. But he still has some time here. Not quite imp yet. Does have to wait for that upgrade. I like the scorpions, damaging all the plumes, not killing any, but is getting a little bit of damage in there, tickling them. Vil lead for Tato though. Not today. Not today. Well, these plumes should be able to get some damage in on villagers, but Stark is just sitting there. Come on, Stark. Get some Vil kills, man. Running to the south. He's just being slow about stuff. But he doesn't really feel in a rush. He's full walled. Has everything he ever needed. He doesn't care. He's not even trying to raid. Stark's just chilling. Doesn't care to fight. Gonna lose these plumes though. Might be able to sit in that little hole, although I think the TC can range that. I think he'll probably sit there, but he well, nice move. Tato trying to make his knight go in there. Maybe use the Vils. There you go. Yeah, that's not going to be too bad of a trade for Tato. Stark with 10 military lead. Pretty much all plumes. This is a lot of barracks, though. Halberdier, Squires coming out. The same time Cavaliers coming out. So, Stark will have an answer. He's not going to get his plumes caught. Do I dare say that? Because these Cavalier are coming over and Stark is not being careful. I need to just bite my tongue. Oh my god. Don't throw away all your plumes, Stark, you weirdo. Why are you showing where you are? Dude. Yeah, Stark is just like playing one-handed, it seems. But that's kind of Stark, man. That's kind of what he does. Halbs now. I love the angle that Tato is taking. He sees the army. He knows he's got to get in front of it. Got to get in between Stark and his castle. Going to be too late. Now Stark is going to micro. Oh my god, Stark is microing. Is this real life? No, that looks like a patrol to me. That doesn't count as micro. Here, the Halb come up. Treb coming out. 20 Vil deficit for Stark, but his units are so cheap, I doubt it makes any difference. He probably has more eco, and nah, he's a little behind, but not too bad. Tato doesn't really have any answer for Halbs. None whatsoever. Treb gonna get this TC, stop that main gold production. What's in here? Does he not have ballistics yet? No. Can't click it. Wow. Wow. Stark legit doesn't have ballistics. You guys are right. What is this game?
Yes.
We just saw basically like a 1200 level play kill Tato. I am befuddled. What is happening? What? Dude, I wish I could play this bad and win a game. If I make one mistake, I get crushed. What is going on here? I know, right? Don't even use my left hand. Do everything with the mouse. Dude, gotta save your left hand for drinking the beers. Paladin coming out from Tato. Okay, Paladin and Onager. I like it. I don't think it's going to work at all, but I like to see it. I want to see 200 Paladin right now. Give it to me. Come on, Tati baby. Yeah, no ballistics. What are the odds he recognizes it? He's getting treadmill crane. Probably still doesn't realize he doesn't have ballistics, even though he's looking in the university. Good amount of Paladin. About 50 Paladin on the map now. He'll need to get fully popped, though. Maybe even delete Vils. If you're going Paladin, you got to get a lot of Paladin. This is probably not enough. These Halberdier are fully upgraded. To make this work, you have to have a lot of Paladin. You need to be deleting villagers. You need to try to max out, max pop of Paladin. Stark has a ton of resources floating. Not even using his plumes. Just ran away. Just ran away. He's not even fighting. And he's beating Tato. Oh my god. You guys, we're seeing something. This is like a new level of Age of Empires. We've transcended the 2K5 level. You know, where people try really hard and micro and do build orders and do everything right. This is just like, do whatever you want and just win. Just win at the end, and as long as you win at the end, just do whatever you want. Don't try, obviously. Don't be a nerd and try hard. No, no, no. Just click stuff around, have fun. Give all your units names, backstories. You can do so much storytelling when you're not microing or doing a build order. Tato trying to get the sides of the mat. I'm sorry, I know. I know. I know, I just can't get it. It does not compute. Stark is breaking me. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to tell Stark when we get out of this game that he broke my mind. Wow. Skirms coming out now from Tato. Too little, too late. 50 population deficit. I mean, Stark's eco is just ballooning out of control. This game is over. This game not only is over, it's not even close. I actually am so glad that this is happening to Tato, because he's the guy who always memes people by doing shit like this. Wow, this is, yeah, how's it feel, Tato? Finally, somebody does it back to you. Wow, yeah, big mistake, big throw. Those scouts with bloodlines absolutely was the turning point. He gave away his whole advantage. Stark could have the worst build order in the world, and if you make units that aren't useful and fully upgrade them, of course, he can come back. Elite Eagles coming out. Oh, Stark gives the G. Stark gives the friggin' G, dude. What did we just watch?